Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put a root tint on. Okay, so first of all we need to put the hair from front to back down the middle. Okay, so when you're going to put tint on from the bowl, okay, if you rub the brush at the side of the bowl, what you're going to end up with is you're going to end up with a load of tint up the side of the brush and then not that much on the tips, and where you want it is just the tips. So what you want to do is just dip the brush into the bottom of the tint so that the tint is right on the very root area. Okay, so starting anywhere really. Start applying it onto the root area. Okay, you want to dab it on rather than brushing it on, because if you over brush it you can end up brushing it off the roots. Okay, and then down the back of the head, you're going to do exactly the same thing. Okay, and then from the crown again on the side, it's just take a parting down to the ear. Just apply that onto the root area, and then on the other side you're just going to do exactly the same. When you're putting it on, you need to make sure that it actually looks wet. The roots need to look wet, otherwise you haven't put enough on. Okay, so when you look at it from the top, it should look like a hot cross bun. So you've got 4 sections, and then you're going to start with the back 2 sections. Okay, so starting at the cross, take a very small section. Okay, you want your section to be small enough so that the colour oozes through from your last one. And once again, you're just dabbing it on rather than brushing it. Okay, and then you do that all the way down to the bottom. Okay, and then you would then just repeat the same with this back section here, doing sections down. Okay, when you're doing the front sections, it's exactly the same. So you start from the cross area, and you start to take sections diagonally forward. and then you work your way down all the way through until that section's done completely. Okay. You need to make sure as well that you do all the way around the hairline, and if there's any neck hairs at the back there, you need to make sure you go down and do those as well. And your front hairline is very important. You need to make sure you do all that around there, and at the top of the ear and behind the ear as well. Okay. When you've finished and you put the tint on, just put your finger in the tint bowl with a glove on, and then just rub some here around the temple area, because that's quite a resistant part of the hair for colouring grey hair. And also, if your client puts glasses on while the colour's developing, it might wipe some off. Okay, so once you put the colour on all the way over, you need to develop it then for 30 minutes. But in some cases you're going to either have to colour the ends and the mid-lengths as well, or blend the root colour that you've just done into the mid-lengths and ends. So in this example, what we're going to do is we're just going to blend it in. So we're going to develop the colour for 25 minutes, and then after 25 minutes we're just going to get a tail comb and just blend that colour into the hair, just so you don't get a line where the colour's been on. So what you would do is you'd go through each section starting at the bottom, quite big sections, and just comb the hair just a couple of millimeters really, just to blend that in for each section. It should only take a minute to do the whole head. Okay, and then you do the same with the other sections as well. Start at the bottom and then just go through with a tail comb and just blend that colour into the rest of the hair. Then you develop it for an extra 5 minutes and then you can wash it off.